Quiet on the set. Off the set, I mean. How's it going? I'm Jeremy.
I'm Haley.
And I'm Taylor.
And we're Paramore. Woo. You're on Music Feeds. Yeah, it was super stress city. The day was probably one of the lowest points of my life. But then, like, nightfall, and then the show happened, and then it was like our crew, first of all, is the greatest crew in the history of the music business. I swear. And they're really good friends of ours, too, so it was kind of like we felt really taken care of. By the time the truck got there, which was, like an hour before we went on, like, they set up everything. Wow. Our lighting guy, had to use Blink's lighting rig, which, obviously is not ours, so he had to, reprogram everything last minute. It was a special night. Might have been one of my favorite shows ever.
I guess you always have an option to be a diva and do that, and, I mean, I think sometimes there's probably consequences, but, I mean, but we just wanted to play, and there definitely, I think, was an option towards the end because it was looking like it might not be there, but we were just like, if we can, of course, we want to play. Yeah. So we did. Band called Ghost.
Oh, yeah, Ghost.
Yeah, Ghosts were just chilling. They were like, what up? I got my cloak on, no worries today. And I was like, today is the worst day ever.
We were all just, hanging out outside our dressing room and just, laughing, and we look over, and it was just like,
just dark angels.
That's I've never heard of them before. They were just really weird looking.
We got invited to Metallica's barbecue party they did before, and it was just really cool. I like to throw barbecues for us. I feel like if you build it, they will come. If you give people a place to come hang out, they will. And it was really cool to do that before the tour as well, so that everyone could go and hang out and see a lot of your old friends instead of seeing them on a show day where you're like, oh, good to see you, but I'll talk to you later. Yeah. You got a chance to hang out for a little bit and all that, but Metallica dudes have always been really cool with us and just surprisingly very normal people, and it's awesome. I was very involved in that only because I wasn't playing. I ended up being the out of bounds, the guy that got hit by the ball all the time. I was just standing there in a conversation with Josh Goggin from the Chariot. I got hit in the head 4 times with a ping pong ball flying up behind me. I was just I'll get it for you guys again. I didn't know it was a tournament going on.
There's all kind of stuff. Muscles? Muscles. I mean, I don't even need to wear sleeves. I just show them. We tried a lot of new things on this album, and it feels like the kind of record that I would have wanted to buy when I was a kid, and that would have made me really excited about music, because it made all of us so excited. Every morning going in the studio to make this album was like a dream. It just felt like there were no bounds. There was no there was just open-mindedness and willingness to try any idea that came to mind, and everyone was really supportive of each other and each other's artistry, and it was fun. I mean, we were more closed off just because we spent 2 years off tour. I mean, that's something we've never dreamed of doing. We started touring, I was 16 years old, and it's been nonstop since then. So, I mean, already just taking 2 years away and kind of backing away from our, what was a normal lifestyle for us, kind of just it changed us in a good way. I think it grew us up a little bit. We kind of got to just get back into a normal routine, and obviously we don't have journalists walking around at home, while I'm in my PJs and cooking breakfast. It was just a nice break, but knowing that we were going to get back into it, we're ready for it, and it was never a pressure of oh man, this record has to be this, or this song has to be this, or I have to say this kind of thing on Twitter now because the journalists and the public. It wasn't like that, because we really were in a normal life routine. It was much needed after a long time on the road.
Kangaroos are cool. We still want to do the bridge thing, which we haven't got to do yet, where you walk up. Yeah, I really want to do that. But apparently it's $200 or something, which I'm not down with. Yeah, I'm not trying to spend $200.
I already spent $200 getting tattooed, and I was like, really? I didn't go in Sydney. I went in Brisbane. to actually a guy, Greg, who used to take our band around when we first started touring every year. His wife, Oriole, she tattoos in Brisbane, and she just stuck me good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the first.
It looks like
That was the first real set.
we just have a proper casualty now.
That
I haven't said it yet.
That was the
just
first-
had to do it.
first proper set.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Well, we'll end it at that one. I hope you feel better very soon.
Sorry.
I think I feel blood.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Nice,
It's
broke
okay.
skin.
I love you.
Yeah.
She just forgave me on camera.
So you
I
can't
did.
hold it against him now.
Yeah, you saw it here.
It's a very quick process. It just happened.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
we
Awesome.
communicate now.
Nice one, guys. Well, thanks so much for chatting. I'll let you get to healing the tattoo.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks.
It's been feeling so good.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, it's
had to set it.
How can you like pull that all the way up?
Because these are really crappy leggings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well.
Look at that. Look, it's bleeding. I'm just kidding.